Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this business leadership webinar from our headquarters in Riga, airBaltic. My name is Martin Gauss. I'm the CEO of airBaltic, and I'm taking you through this webinar today. What to do with your business, where to go. Stay. The most important part is to stay in a crisis. And we can go back in any time in history. Companies which were able to stay in a crisis and later on changing their product to revise it and grow again are still around. If you don't manage to stay, whatever it takes, you need to stay. If you cannot stay, then it's very difficult, because if the crisis is over one day, you're not back in business. So in our case, staying was the key priority, and we focused everything around how can we stay while we were not flying anymore. And that was very clear for us. We had to reduce the cash out, and we had to secure future liquidity, looking at a longer time of not being able to fly. Secured the liquidity to go forward. We had, and we did that of course before, to revise our product. We changed it and we focused on make it green, clean and easy, which means focus on sustainability as a key element, make it a cleaner product, and make it an easy product. And the chance you only have if you have the time to revise, and it's now. It's in this crisis, it's the time to revise your business. Coming back to the growth, let's say you have revised your product, you have a restaurant and you found a new way of dealing with the restrictions that you can only use every second table, you have a new menu, maybe digital. You have to think about a lot of things now. So you have revised your product, which we definitely have. So the airBaltic product is ready to the last detail. Then you need to grow. It doesn't help if you stay in a crisis, you revise your product, but then you are unable to grow. And from the very beginning, our business plan was focused on growing. We do not know exactly the start date, so this is priced into our planning to go forward with different start dates, and they have a different impact to the results, but you need to grow again. And of course we have certain assumptions with all the data we have, but we do know there will be growth coming after this crisis. There will be growth, and for that growth you need to have a plan. Where do you want to grow to? What we did, we maintained our 80 aircraft scenario. We have 50 aircraft on firm order. We have 30 options. So nothing wrong in the future to go back to an all Airbus fleet with more aircraft. And we wanted to go to the stock exchange before the crisis. We do believe with a good start and a good growth story, even better product, cleaner and greener than it was before, we can go to the capital markets in the future after this crisis and support our future growth. So if you are not growing with your business, if you're not able to grow after the crisis, competitors will be growing and you might not be in business anymore. So to stay in the crisis is very important. You need to revise your product, but you also need to understand how do you grow. And now it's the time for all the entrepreneurs. And if you haven't done it, you can still set up a crisis team today. You can still say, okay, let's focus on the communication. You can still revise your product, because the crisis is gonna be over. It's gonna be different, but there will be growth. And if you stayed as a business, if you lead through this crisis, you will be successful growing afterwards.